Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Ascension message. My name is Bobbie Richardson. I will be your guide for today. Today we're doing a general reading and free chat bar readings as well. I will do some channel messages. I am an intuitive counselor. My links are down below if you want to book me. I do intuitive counseling plus psychic reading just to help you clear all your blocks, get you on the right path, connect you to your soul. I'm also creator of a new series called Stepping Through the Portals. And the next one is going to be on the Arcturians. So I've done Stepping Through to the Palladians, which ended up being an absolutely beautiful video as the Palladians connected with me for a good 2 to 3 weeks, and the blissful feelings were just incredible. So really interesting though, now that I'm going into the Arcturians, totally different feelings. And I actually put up a sneak preview to one of my images that I channeled through of the Arcturian world on my Codes to a New Reality channel messages, so you can get into that and have a look. But that's for the people who have purchased Ruby, which is only like $3 a week or a month or something. I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Hi, Shanti. Oh, have to keep on showing Shanti's messages. Hey, Michelle. Wow, you guys are quick on board. Usually I have to wait 10 minutes. So good to see you guys here. I'm going to have a quick chat. I've been getting a lot of messages from the Arcturians, obviously, because I'm doing their portal movie. It was really incredible. Night before last, I just got this really profound download about oneness, about love, about where humanity's going and their consciousness and everything. So what happened was, because I kept getting Kevin Moore's name going over and over in my mind, they just kept on repeating his name. So I sent him a message at 1 a.m. in the morning, a really blurry message because I had no glasses on. I'm just typing away thinking I really want to go to sleep, to tell you the truth. And he replied back and said that he wants me back on. So I've got now a new interview with him coming up. We're going to be doing that the end of this month, and it'll probably be published in July. So that's very exciting stuff. Hey, Annie. Hey, Yannicka. Hey, Mark. Really good to see you guys and my beautiful family, my internet family, I feel like. So, yeah, also the other messages that they are bringing in is to do with divine timing. So that's why I named this one Divine Timing, because I want to just have a little chat about what divine timing really is, because many people are still thinking that divine timing is something that comes towards you, and that you're waiting and that you're looking. It's kind of like going outside yourself again, waiting for something to all click into place, and then it's like divine timing. Divine timing isn't that. Divine timing is all to do with your energetic field, how you feel about yourself, what your belief system is, how you step into a new on a new platform or a new step for your reality to be expansive. When that happens and you step up onto a new step, it's like divine timing means that the outside, your outside reality catches up to the inside feelings about who you are and what you're stepping into next. And the changes that you've made within your own program, let go of all this stuff, then it sort of all comes together and you can see the rewards on the outside of your in the outside reality in your world, your actual world. So divine timing is really a reflection of your energetic shift into something that's reflecting something that you've always wished for, hoped for. I mean, you can add divine timing, obviously, for a negative thing as well, but that would be because you've kind of, but is that divine timing? Anyways, get my mind really into this stuff. But they do keep on bringing up divine timing as a very specific thing that comes from the inside out. And this is where humanity is going now, because there's so many of us that are finding, shifting, letting go of old programs, allowing this space within our reality to become part of who we are. And with that space, we start to use it for things that we want, rather than going over and over repeating the negative cycles of our mind and what we used to do before. And that's really interesting, because I did pull 2 cards, and the 2 cards that I pulled are really reflective of that. So we're going to get into the general reading now. Hey, everybody. Hey, Annie. Hey, Franklin. Good to see everybody. It's so good to see you guys. So yeah, I've got a couple, because I've gone a few weeks ago, I went into monetizing with the YouTube. You know, I was allowed to do that. So there's a couple of little things, icons and thank yous and stuff like that. I don't know how they all work. We'll just flow with all of that, but just let you know that they are there. Let's get into this general reading. So I did an overall, just picked 2 cards, and what came up was the 9 of Swords. See how she's running away from these swords, and there's like a graspy hand that's coming at the back, which is the tree, trying to get to her. She's trying to get away from all of that that's coming at her. This, when I really tapped into it, was like a humanity's consciousness shift that was happening. This is obviously representing the past and how we would constantly have these things coming at us. Now, right here, right now, what's happening is, it's not that things don't go squiff. It's not that things don't go a little haywire for a little bit, and you're not really sure where this is going, and you know, you're not sure if the people that you love are going to come with you, or the things are going right for you. Those sort of things do happen in these higher frequencies, but it's how we react to them that makes the difference. And what can happen is, when we step into these higher frequencies, we don't react. We start to see the shift in the bend in our energy field, and we start to allow it. And we don't give all of this anxiety, fear, feeling of that everything's going wrong in our lives anymore. We just see it for the wobble that it is, that's shifting us into something better, something new. They keep bringing me back to, you know, the nature and how it grows. Nature and how it grows is never perfect. Every leaf, every flower should have at least one imperfection in it. If it doesn't, and it is just a clone of everything else, nothing moves. It ends up being exactly the same in growth. So we need to have these like little wobbles in our reality that come at us, and it's how we stand in our own power, how we feel about ourselves, how we're supporting ourselves, everything is to do with how you feel about yourself. So then when something comes at you, you still stand in your power, and you just say, you know, you feel it's like that wobble that's shifting you into something new. It's yeah, that's why even in a perfect torus field, there is always these wobbles that will happen, like a torus as in the energy of reality in itself and the matrix of everything in God itself. It has to have some sort of blemish, some sort of wobble for movement, for growth, and so this card is representing humanity taking a new direction and not holding on to all of the fear, when the wobble happens. It's not holding on to it. We're learning that these swords coming at us aren't necessarily swords coming at us. It's just a shift in our so-called matrix, our original program that is allowing growth. And when that happens, it shifts very quickly because we acknowledge it, we feel into it, we shift with it, and then it shifts very quickly into exactly what we want because we recognize the lesson that's coming at us, and then we start to see progress very fast. So that's a really interesting message, because the next card, because I only pulled 2 cards so far, that came out was the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups represents stepping from moment to moment for me, moment to moment into a new reality, like lifting our game into a different frequency up. So each step that he takes is feeling like he's leaving everything he's created behind, but these cups are empty now. He's drunk everything he could out of those cups that was on that bottom step, and now he's like, I'm ready to leave everything that I've created, and I'm going to trust the next step into the unknown, because we don't know what that looks like, but knowing that we are taking all the tools that we have gathered from this first step. So this is what humanity's consciousness and an overall pattern, this is a general reading, remember, the overall of everybody's consciousness in humanity is actually lifting into another vibration, into an unknown vortex of leaving what we have learned in the past and trusting an unknown thing in the future for the future. So we're very important to stay present, to stay in the moment, because really all that exists is this moment, right? But every moment is leading us into gathering new information and awareness. The other thing that they're bringing up too is really interesting, because I just had a interview with a beautiful lady called Leonie Apt, and she is running a psychic school here in my area in Australia. So where it's really interesting, because she's teaching new age kids. She's teaching kids that have been the old program has diagnosed them with autism, on the spectrum kind of thing, and yet they are perfectly fine, able to be able to converse with everyone. And I think that's why the old program wants to compartmentalize them, because they're the new children that are coming up with these new sites, and she's finding them very quickly picking up on, without any programming from the old program, picking up these amazing new gifts, and they're like going to be shifting adults into realizing that these gifts are for real, that we can see beyond our eyes and so forth. So they're interesting that they've brought her up as well, and it's kind of folded into the general reading. But this is what I mean by the new step, the new unknown step that we're moving into. It's going to open up so many more gifts of expansion for an awareness for ourselves, that we are literally creating the 5th dimension from the inside out. It's not searching for something outside of us. And it's not to say that when we do that we don't end up tripping up over some sort of wobble and on Gaia herself that leads us into other portals and into different places. But we have to be aware and open enough ourselves from the inside to be able to even tap into those. So that's really cool too. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for the general. Okay. And mark, perfect imperfection. Nothing could exist without it. Yes, well, it's really interesting because if you go with the old program and you stick with it, what are they trying to do? They're trying to make everything perfect and easily controllable. So that means, the clonings and all that are starting to come out in their reality. It's not my reality, because that's easier to control than someone who can find themselves from within and move into new realities that way. So I think we're shedding all of our labels. Yeah, labels are constructed by the left logical brain because the left logical mind needs to compartmentalize everything. It doesn't know energy. It doesn't flow with energy. That's the right hemisphere. That's the intuitive side of ourselves. So it likes to take the intuitive side and compartmentalize it so that we can ground it in this reality. And I understand why that is, but it's kind of gone overboard. You have to, everything is so diverse and unique. How can you label everything? Because every moment things shift and things change too. So yeah, to label everything would be near impossible, yet they try. Hey, Ghost Killer. Jessica. Okay. A whole hit fell, but it was more than 3. So I'm just going to focus for a bit. Journal reading. Journal reading. Okay. We have 3 that fell out. Now I'll just take these, I think. Let me just feel until we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 9 of Coins, and we have the 10 of Wands. Let me just feel into these a little bit. I'll take a sip of water. Okay, so this is, I'm going to start off with the 7 of Wands. So it's 7 of Wands is all to do with arming oneself. Now really taking me to the checkerboards in the back, these checkerboards in the back. Okay, I see what they're saying. So far in the polarity game, we have been, literally the humanity's consciousness, our reality has been playing a chessboard game. And we all have like our different little hats on for what piece we're playing. And then we always have someone to fight, someone to take down, somebody to win against. This is falling away. This life game, so-called life game of polarity, is falling away. This is why stepping into this new step of the 8 of Cups feels so unknown, so foreign, so different. We're accepting our soul's integration into our reality, and when we accept that soul's integration into our reality, it has a whole other perspective. So we see the polarity game for what it is, and it's not to say we can't play it. We can play it if we want, but we don't have to. It's a different game that's coming our way. So we have the 9 of Coins as well following that. And they're taking me to this dove, they're saying peace within. Peace within is the thing that's going to gift us a lot of wishes coming true. The more we can feel like we've got this, we trust ourselves, we trust ourselves, we trust everything. The more that we start seeing feeling the peace within, the more that outside reality starts to literally deposit gifts on our lap. And I had that this week, actually. I got given quite a few things just for free. And I mean big things and not little things. So it was really interesting. But I also got, at the same time, I got 3 challenges that came my way, and I rode through them so easily. I just kept trusting the game and allowing the flow of the energy to be present, as I was saying before, and it worked. So I can honestly stand here, or sit here rather, and say it works. The more I started trusting who I am, standing myself, you know, I was even confronted, and I just stayed in my power, and I walked away feeling so good about myself, even better than before, because I realized how I handled myself with that confrontation. And then these gifts at the same time were flowing my way. It's like I had three gifts given me and 3 confrontations. Really interesting, but because how I handled the confrontations, the lesson was learnt very quickly. The gifts came very quickly. So really fun playing in this new energy that we're stepping into. And then the next card that I got, let me just feel into this, was the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands. Okay, they're showing me an image of what I saw, a vision of myself. This is many years ago when I was helping a lot of other people. And I kept on helping them to make myself feel good as well. And then they showed me, I woke up and I saw a vision of my own self bending over backwards, like I was doing a gym pose. You know how you do that? You bend over backwards. And I was like, why would I see someone doing, you know, gym next to my bed? And it's not until I spoke the words, I saw someone bending over backwards, that I realized I had a friend in my reality that I was giving her everything she wanted, and she was using that, and I was fueling her problems with trying to help her out. And I was bending over backwards for her. So it's like carrying the problems of the world. See how they're like one. I literally feel this person in this card is carrying all the problems of the world and feeling empowered by carrying all the problems. But they're saying to stop carrying all the problems of the world. We can't step in our power when we do that. We are literally bombarding ourselves with too many issues and messes, other people's messes. And so to stand up, stop bending over backwards, stand up and support oneself without the acknowledgement of the rest of the world showing you that. Like, you don't need to prove yourself anymore. So that was that card. See. Hey April, just got home from school. No time in reality. It's like an inner earth fairy tale. I like that, April. That's really pretty. Okay, guys. Let's get into a couple more cards for general. I'll use my Osho deck. See, the mind was on the back of that one too, but upside down in reverse. So even with that, it's like we're literally letting go. It's all of these stories are falling out of our heads as we let it go and start to trust the space in between the stories that is going to take us to a whole new reality. Okay. Osho cards, general, please. Any messages for the general? I literally see the man that created this, the channel messages for the Osho cards. I've seen him before, a picture of him. He's got this long grey beard. He looks like a wizard. He's kind of like, I think it's from India. Osho. Okay, so we have Fincher. I'll just choose one more. Whoa, okay, yeah. See, it's pretty much the same story. We have Adventure in reverse. So very like an adventure in the upright is moving towards this rainbow spectrum, like an innocent child, like just trusting absolutely everything that happens. So an adventure in reverse is telling me that this is the it's kind of like, be careful that we don't replace the anxiety of the old program and the fear-based game going around in circles. Don't replace that with anxiety of the unknown, because you cannot step into, you'll keep looping back into the old program just through your own mind, being an anxiety of the unknown. Just it has to come from a trust. It has to come from an innocent, I'll turn it up right now, it has to come from an innocent child perspective of absolute faith within oneself and knowing who you are, that you are source energy residing through you as an adventure. And source energy, God itself, would never take you to a place that feels crap. It is our own blockage of that we are source energy, that we are oneness, that we are that beautiful, that we are that magnificent, that literally creates the issues. And the next card that came out from Osho deck was rebirth. So no longer the sleeping camel, no longer even the roaring, I have to prove myself, lion. We are stepping into the innocence and the vibration that comes with this. See, is playing the flute, the vibrations that come from us with this when we step into it is pure essence, pure love, pure God itself. And that's when we start creating exactly what we want through that trust game. Okay, Jessica, oh my goodness, I was just thinking about anxiety and letting go of my paradigm and just trusting. That's so beautiful. Don't you love it when you have the synchronicities of life that come through, because you are in a zone. Even though you're thinking of that, you ask the universe, and in these higher frequencies, honestly, the answers come very fast. We just got to keep on allowing for it to flow through us and not hold on to anything, because remember, each new step that we take is a new adventure into something else. So we have to keep on being present in those steps that we take. Okay, guys, I will open the chat bar up now for some free chat bar readings. So if you would like to have a card, just go yo. Yes, please. Whatever you want to say. And I will pick a couple of tarot cards for you. I don't wait for that time. No worries, Jessica. So Jessica, Mark. Yes, I'm very excited about the what is it? Oh, sorry, my mind went completely blank then for a sec. I'm very excited about my next interview channel messages that I'm going to be bringing up with Kevin Moore on his show soon too, because I really feel a pull that they want me to be on, to bring something up that's of importance. So that's going to be exciting to see what comes out with that one. Okay, here we go, Jessica. And don't forget, you can book me. I'm an intuitive counselor. Although when the Kevin Moore show comes up, sometimes I get inundated. So yeah, just to let you guys know, that does happen. But you can book me at the moment if you want. So for Jessica, oh, nice, Jessica. Whole new shift. Whee. Okay, I'm not going to take those, but I will take this. Okay. So, Jessica, I know that you said before that you were, trying to shift your anxiety. Well, it is going to shift. So this is really interesting. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like a karmic reshift of your reality. Sorry, excuse me, I do tend to burp a bit when I'm reading as well. Sorry, just the way it works for me. So I see you are literally in this space here of redefining yourself, recreating who you are, like it's a whole new game of allowing all of what's happened in your past and what's happened with your reality. You might even find yourself looking back at the past, or trying to predict the future because you've let go of so much. Actually, I feel it's more trying to predict what's going to come. Because you've let go of so much, there's a space now within your mind, and they're asking you to focus on your wishes, because the next card that came up is a wish card. It's a 10 of coins, asking you to drop the anxiety and literally focus on your wishes, because they are right in the, I can see them right there, like coming at you, coming towards you. So write them down, just before you go to sleep. Imagine these wishes coming true. Start to play it over. Don't be afraid of, oh, well, if I think it, then it won't manifest. That's a program in itself, right? So more we think about these things, the more we start allowing those opportunities to not pass us by. So because we start to see or feel into the vibration of that, so when the opportunities come our way, we end up feeling that the same as what we felt when we were thinking of actually receiving it, and we don't let them pass by because we're like, I know that feeling, I'm going towards it. Okay, so just that's your reading, Jessica. So Mark, you've got 2 cards that just flew out then for you. You've got the Queen of Wands, standing in your power, but standing in your nurturing power, not standing in your I'm forcing reality to happen, standing in the I am powerful by just standing here, by just closing my eyes. See, if I sat here now and I went into myself and felt my power, then when I close my eyes and just be present, then there's a power that starts to come from you. It's nurturing, knowing, trusting, no mind game, allowing, receiving power that's coming towards you. That's what the Queen of Wands represents for me. And no more, feeling like you're left out in the cold, that you're on your own, that you're doing this on your own. Nobody is going to be there for you. When we feel that almost self-pity, we end up bringing that feeling towards us more. So this is where you're jumping from this one to this one, and trusting with that inner knowing. When you go up to a monk or a Buddhist or something and they're in meditation and you just know, do not disturb. Like, so easy to go up and blah, blah, blah. I want to ask you questions, especially if they're, very big, guru. But if they're really in their true essence of their power, you just will go so far and go, I'm not to ask them questions. They're not doing anything. They're not trying to force anything. They're just sitting in their power. That's the feeling. Okay, so that was Mark. Yo, yes, please, April. Very cool. Jessica, yes, I feel like I'm going to start being contacted or rescuing serious downloads, and I'm so nervous. Thank you, Bobby, you're amazing. Yeah. the contact that you'll get be telepathy first. Interesting. Okay. I can't get, it's so easy for me to start tapping into you, Jessica, and then I start doing a big reading for Jessica. That's a bit mean. I'm meant to be focused on April, so I'll go back to April. Yo, yes, please. April. Ooh, that card came out with a bit of a bend. Okay. Hang on. It's a bit disjointed. April. Clarify. I'm going to just... Okay, April, you got the Tower card. So I feel like something might be coming towards you to shift a piece of your reality that you thought was the truth, whether it be someone loving you, but it was more of a codependency, or even within your family structure, something might break up. Stay centered when it happens, and it will shift very quickly. Just accept it as that wobble that I was talking about at the beginning of this reading. And if you didn't see it, go back, because there were some channeled messages that I brought through about the wobble of reality. And that's literally what you're going to, seems to be that you're going to be stepping into. There's a reason for it, because they want your reality to be absolutely authentic, and the love that you receive and that you give to others is completely synchronized. It's not a you give love, I need it. I give love, you need it. It's not that. It's just this natural flow that they're wanting you to experience what love truly is. There's something interesting coming up with that for you. So that was for you, April. Shanti, anyone see my messages? Just saw your message then, Shanti, then. Margaret, hi, Bobby, catching the end. QQQ, have you any reading regarding regenesis? Honestly, I don't even know what regenesis is. Catching the end. Okay. Shanti. Okay, anyway, thank you. Love listening to you every week. Shanti, I'll pick a card for you. I don't know why they keep on blocking your messages. It's really weird. Okay, Shanti. Let's pull a card for Shanti. Okay, Shanti. So you have Palace of Swords in reverse. So Palace of Swords to me is like an intellectual place that you are wanting to manifest. It's coming from your mind, like, I want this way. Be careful that it isn't that there's no flow in it too, because it was in reverse. Be careful that you're not that the mind isn't putting everything into a certain place and it has to be specifically like that, or else it's not a true manifestation. True manifestations come without the compartmentalization of the logical brain. The logical brain can like your right hemisphere will imagine these things, and your left hemisphere can intellectualize them. Yes, that imagination would be great in this reality. Yes, that imagination of building a house with bricks and mortar is intellectualized by the logical brain. Yes, that is a possibility. Just be careful though that you're not going, because it's all to do with environments, Palace. that you're not going, it has to be a specific way or it's not real, and that means that you're going the wrong way. There has to be a natural flow. I hate that word saying it has to be, but there's a natural flow. So they're asking you to have temperance with this week. Just trust the balance of everything. Just trust the balance, and the balance isn't necessary that it's all going to be good and it's all going to be, you know, peace. That the balance is allowing the flow of, oh, there's an imperfection, oh, there's a good thing, or there's an imperfection, just like I had in my reality this week, where I had 3 not so good things happen, but at the same time 3 amazing things happened, because I didn't attach myself to these not so good things. The 3 gifts came very fast. I think they're wanting you to step into that, what I've stepped into. That's cool. April, thank you. Feel this coming through Tower, being getting inner messages and is needed to stay centered. Yeah, you're going to breeze through it because you're already aware that there's something, okay, that's not feeling quite right in your reality as a good reflection for who your authentic self is. You're very welcome, Jessica. Good to see you. Shanti, probably the old way, still hanging on a bit. Yeah, it's just, Shanti, it's just the matter of wanting to control, because it's not easy to let go of that sometimes, because that's all we've lived, right? That's the only way we've actually survived in our reality. So we've got to give ourselves a pat on the back and be a bit more, you know what, it's okay that we go in and out of the old program a bit too. You know, not be so hard. It's just that, you know, they want to gift you a lot, and to get to receive that, there has to be a big trust with it. So they're just wanting to give you a lot. So that's good. Sasha, yes, please. Sasha Lopez. Sasha. So Sasha, we have 2 queens. Okay. Queen of Wands was in reverse, so asking you to stand in your power. And like I said with Mark, like really stand in your power of who you are. And because there's the Queen of Coins, allowing yourself to receive gifts. So when you decide, that's it, I know who I am, I trust my authentic self, everything I say, speak, do, I'm supporting it 100%, no matter what that is. When you start stepping into that, then you're going to start seeing all these pentacles, the Queen of Coins, you know, all these gifts starting to come your way. And it doesn't necessarily mean money, okay, because gifts can come in all sorts of ways. Gifts can come in love, gifts can come in freedom, gifts can come in, you know, material stuff as well, but not just Queen of Coins is Queen of Abundance, allowing a flow of receiving. But if you don't stand in your power, the universe doesn't see your own self-respect, because you're not seeing it in the value of yourself. So they're asking you to value who you are, even put a number on that. I am worth trillions of dollars. Like when they asked me to do that at the beginning of this year, I said I was worth a treasure chest of gold. And they said that treasure chest is just sitting in the etheric waiting for you. And now it's starting to flow in for me. So here we are. You just stand in your power and know your self-worth, and your self-worth will come your way. That's really cool. Okay. Well, that is a very fun Chatbar reading, actually. I'm just going to, it's like they have a space here for something. I don't know why, but I'm going to just grab another set of cards. I think think there's a message in these cards for overall again. So I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I just set up a new Facebook page too because my old Facebook page was restricted forever. So I decided to set up a new Facebook page, which is Bobbie the Messenger. I still got to change a couple of things on it, but I only just did that yesterday. Oh, Billy, I suppose you asked for a reading and I missed you. It's time for me to leave my secret land. Oh, no. Okay, time for you to leave your secret land. Sorry, didn't read that. I didn't read that properly. You want a reading, though. That's good. Okay, after this one, I will do you a card. So this is what this message says for everybody. Everything I believe about myself is just a story. In my story, everything is about me, and it has to be that way because I am the center of my perception. The story is told from my point of view, and that's so important because when I started realizing that I am the only center of everything that comes from outside of me, that I'm not responsible for everything that's going on. I'm only responsible for how my reality is. And if my reality is going well, I'm adding something beautiful to this planet, to humanity's consciousness. If my reality is going perfectly fine and self-supporting, I'm adding something beautiful to humanity's consciousness. And that is where we start to shift this reality. So I knew there was a message wanting to come through for that one. So, Billy, let's do a quick one for you. Oh, wow, thank you so much. I'm in the works of figuring out my exact number regarding prices of my jewelry. So resonates. Okay, yeah, like go into yourself and feel that. That's really interesting, isn't it? Hey, Ghost. Yo, you want a reading as well? Okay, but I'll do Billy and then I'm doing Ghost Killer. Billy. So Billy, you got, oh my God, Billy, you're stepping into something really cool here. So you got the Nine of Chalice. And really, they're making these kids stand out for me. They're just playing and having fun with their life. So when you step into that playfulness about yourself, and she's even like, she's standing over top of them and she's nurturing herself. She's eating. I didn't even notice that before in this card. They're playing. She's nurturing. The Nine of Cups is literally allowing life to play. You to play in life instead of pushing and trying to make it work and just playing in it. And you are going to step into one of the most powerful cards, the Empress, which is the pinnacle of self-nurturing and self-support and knowing who you are, that you are love, that you can master anything that comes your way through the knowingness that you have supported your inner journey through playfulness and self-nurturing. So that's really cool. So that was for you, believe you be healing. You got a good, that was a good reading for you. Okay, Ghost Killer. Morning, Joe. Ghost Killer. Ghost Killer. So you got the Three of Swords, which is literally, it's like they're showing me that your past is kind of coming up for you in the respect of your heart feeling and they want you to feel into that so that you can pull out the sword. And then use that sword to be a tool for you in the next reality that you're creating. At the beginning of this year and last year, I had this Three of Swords around me the whole time. Every reading it came up because I was still clearing that happened in the past, and then I would see it for what it was. I turned the heartache, the pain, the problem from the past around to face myself. And then I saw in myself what I was denying me and why they did that to me, because I wasn't supporting that part of myself. So there might be something in what I just said then that might click either later on or now. But yeah, there is. And then you've got the Knave of Swords. So he's standing on top of this mountain with his sword ready, and a message of intelligence coming your way, almost like what you've gone through. Oh, see, it didn't even want to show up now, so that's really interesting. The message of what you've gone through in the past is literally going to teach you how to become the messenger for the future. So really a reason why that even happened. I see my connection's a bit unstable, so hopefully you got that message. You're welcome, Billy. Annie. Message for Annie. So Annie, you got the 3 of Pentacles, which is allowing someone who's done hard work to gift you something. That's what I'm getting from this. I know that's not what everyone gets from this card, but this is what I'm getting for you. Allowing someone that's done hard work to gift you something without feeling guilty, because sometimes we receive things from people that you see them do the work and you're like, oh no, no, don't give it to me. But they literally want to. They're going to receive through other means anyway. So just be aware that if you're receiving something, even if it's from someone that's done hard work to get to that for what they want, to accept it, because you're giving them a gift of acceptance as well. Maria, you got the 2 of Chalice, which is love, and the 3 of Chalice, which is love. And to me, when the 3 of Chalice and the 2 of Chalice comes out, you are bringing in your soul tribe. You are bringing in people that resonate with you. You are starting to bring in the celebrations of others reflecting who you authentically are. Because it's 2-3, right? You're moving into something new. I'm seeing that I keep getting a message saying that my connection's unstable. Hopefully you guys are still hearing me, because it's stable. Hopefully you guys are still hearing me saying it's unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Maybe you can give me a message to see if you guys are still hearing me. But in any case, I will read for Joe. Just see if it comes back. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, it's a bit glitchy, isn't it? Okay, well, you still hear me. That's good. Thank you. Okay, Joe, I will pick a card for Joe. Joe. Okay, I'll take that, and I'll take that. You got the Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse to me is telling you that you have all your tools that you're needed to go into this next phase of your reality, but you might not be quite seeing them. You might not realize that you have all the tools just yet. That's okay. Patience is the name of the game with this, because they will show up for you. You are literally going, once you realize that you are the magician in your reality, that you are the magician in your reality, and you've got everything in your reality right here, right now, to progress into the next stage of your reality. You're going to go fast. Like, it's a union. This is a Chariot card, which to me is a union of the logical mind and the intuitive mind coming together to create something. That's what I always see in the Chariot card. So you're literally going to be moving into this new reality, but you might not quite see it yet. You might not see it at the moment, but it is coming. You do have everything there for you to do this, to step into this. Guys, Killer, thank you. Makes a lot of sense, feeling though that the last few days everything being brought to the surface. Thanks, Bobby. You're very welcome. Okay. It's good though. It's a good purge. Purge it. That's what I do. Whenever something happens, like those 3 of Swords are hitting my heart, I'm like, yes, that means I'm getting to the crux of what kept me bound in the past and these repetitive story loops. So when you have those moments of then use them and purge them, like bring them forward. When I mean by purge is bring it forward with your emotions, allow yourself to feel into it, see where this is coming from, ask the universe, show me, where is this coming from? I want this gone. I don't need to do this anymore. I want to take full responsibility for myself now and not blame others, and I'm going to use these swords to do that. So yeah, Joe, totally resonates. No worries, Joe. So yeah, I am an intuitive counselor. I do psychic readings. You can book me. I think links are down below. And till next week, guys, I love you guys heaps. With more channel messages. I have more channel messages on my website, codestoanew.reality.com, and I will see you also at the Kevin Moore show in another month or so. And I have new stepping through portal videos coming out, which is all to do with stepping into the Arcturian world. I have a beautiful image on my website, but that was more for the Ruby members. Love you guys heaps. Until next time. Bye.